Benjamin Kickz is a parasitical cornball who reinvents himself every few years, morphing into a new materialistic persona to prop up his fragile self-worth. Benjamin Kaplushnik never had to grind like anyone else. His wealthy parents bankrolled the whole act. His father, a Jewish New York real estate broker, funded Benny's hustle by handing him bulk Air Jordan 1s like allowances. Then came the coincidences. Out of nowhere, millionaire celebrities decided to buy sneakers from this random miner, skipping every other reseller in the game. And when DJ Khaled scooped him up, the weirdness only escalated. Khaled paraded him around on Snapchat, basically grooming his image, even letting groupies paw at him while he played the role of Khaled's adopted son. This circus gave Benny his corny moniker, the Sneaker Don. He's not even Italian. What is his name? At the peak of early resale hype, Benjamin made himself the face of the culture, not through grind, talent, or timing, but pure privilege and manufactured connections. The whole shtick was built on one gimmick: being a teenager with endless celebrity access. That was the selling point, no more. Looking back at 2014 and 2015, before sneaker culture was fully monetized, Benjamin stood out not only as a trailblazer, but as a chubby, buck-toothed supplier who lucked into the spotlight. That luck snowballed, riding the wave of hype at the time when hardly anyone was else getting the level of social media attention. Soon, his client list was a who's who's of the rich and powerful: Kevin Hart, Drake, and even P. Diddy. Oh, suddenly, okay, a lot of things are starting to make sense here.
Puff Daddy, he bought like 20 pairs.
Over time, as Benjamin Kickz started to grow up, he wanted to become a rapper, landing a collaboration with Gunna, all while flaunting his sneaker wealth on social media, where he could flaunt his expensive cars that were coincidentally representative of his sneaker resale passion. But as the sneaker hype was growing larger, Benjamin Kickz' once niche of directly selling to these infamous names would slowly fade, and with so did Benjamin Kickz' public fame. He went from being paraded around by celebrities to being another loudmouth reseller flexing his inventory on Instagram. It's truly magical, as ever since Benjamin Kickz was a teenager, over these years, he has maintained the same physique, height, and even weight. I genuinely believe that he has some disorder preventing him from growing out of the look of being a prepubescent teenager struggling with their weight. He's basically the Benjamin Button of hypebeast culture, forever stuck in a body of an awkward middle schooler. And despite all the different brands and all the different cars Benjamin flaunts and flexes, remove all of that, and he is still a rich, privileged spawn of Jewish parents. Without them, would be working a dead-end sneaker consignment shop job. But despite this, the times Benjamin Kickz appears back in the news is never good. In 2021, he was arrested for robbery charges, where outside a hotel when approached by a fan who allegedly took a photo, then pressing the fan to delete the alleged photo, his henchmen would stomp him out and assault the man, ending with Benjamin snatching the phone from him. Imagine being a grown man, or whatever this type of man is, hiding behind hired goons just to assault someone who may have never even took a photo of you on their phone. Like, who cares? You're that big of a celebrity, Benjamin? No, you're not. He doesn't care about sneakers. He cares about looking like the trendiest billboard, covering his fat gut with whatever brand is relevant for others to admire and gawk over. But over the last few years, he has been relatively silent, besides doing a photo op with the president, which honestly, Donald Trump loves surrounding himself with shady, useless figures who look like they peaked at 16 and probably still think that they're underage. And it seems like as every year progresses, Benjamin gains more and more weight, either from the greed of hogging up and bandwagoning the next trendy brand to wrap his 3XL body in, or purely based on the sheer fact that he constantly needs to stay relevant by cosplaying as a successful entrepreneur instead of what he actually is: a spoiled, bloated middleman who got lucky once and has been leeching off of that name ever since. So when I saw a video about Benjamin Kickz titled "The Mysterious Man Who Owns Streetwear," which has to be one of the most misleading titles considering Benjamin Kickz isn't mysterious, rather irrelevant in 2025, I wanted to see what this video was about and what lifestyle Benjamin is living.
We're coming in
doing wholesale, exclusive distribution, acquiring brands, streetwear brands, and helping scale them to, you know, a much larger level than where they start at. We actually don't even touch the design because that's not my wheelhouse. So we leave the design up to the designers because they know best. And like Bill obviously curated things that went viral already, made millions of dollars on his own. So now it's like, okay, how do we take his brand and scale it and put it in a certain amount of stores where we don't dilute the brand? We build and we grow strategically versus just shooting from 0 to 100 and then going back to 20.
With zero creativity of his own, Benjamin leeches onto random streetwear brands, promising to scale them with his so-called connections. But let's be real here. These brands are nothing more than shitty Instagram trend hoppers with no identity, no originality, and no shot at longevity. They sell $100 t-shirts based on fake hype and fabricated scarcity, not real name value. The second the trend cycle will move on, they'll vanish like every other bargain bin clout brand.
This is where daddy sleeps. Show us this bag. This is not a cheap bag right here.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's cheap, but
this is like a not a regular Louis. This is, you gotta have.
This is where daddy sleeps? What?
This is where daddy sleeps.
While rocking the body of a bloated beer belly suburban dad, then yeah, it checks out. Daddy sleeps here, while daddy is too fat and too lazy to even make his own bed in the morning. And look around, there's zero furniture, there's zero artwork, and there's zero personality. Just an empty month-to-month rented Airbnb staged for the fake aesthetic. It's less luxury lifestyle and more like divorced uncle crashing on a futon in some random room.
What is this?
Chrome Hearts.
Oh, they made a fucking Star of David Chrome Hearts?
Yeah, shout out to the guy. Shout out to Christian Marcelo. They customized me 3 pairs.
Oh, wait, so they customized, so they don't even do this regularly for clients?
No. I mean, they have the crosses. Shout out to the Jew guys, the Jew gang.
This is crazy.
This is real Chrome. This is not, oh, we just bought patches. No, this is...
So this isn't a remix, this is official from Chrome Hearts.
Official tissue. This is not a remake.
How much is this?
I got offered 33 for these.
33,000.
Yeah.
For a pair of jeans.
I mean, bro, it's Chrome Hearts. You know how these guys fiend over all this, how crazy it is.
That's crazy. Does it come with like a special anointing?
I mean, I feel like it gives off good vibes, gives off good energy. You know what I mean?
Good energy. I gotta get my money up, bro. I gotta get some of those.
All I have to say is, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. It's typical. $30,000 for a pair of Chrome Hearts jeans, or should I say Shalom Hearts, because apparently even Chrome Hearts will customize stitch your own ego boost if you throw enough money at them. Either this is completely fabricated, or it's just another pathetic example of Benjamin Kickz needing to flex in the loudest, most obnoxious way possible.
It's called, there's a brand I'm looking into now, it's called Vital. For me, I think it's like the next one up. These are like samples that they sent us, we looked at.
This is dope. This is like LA skater, rock star. How much is this gonna retail for?
I think they're trying to do like $100 a tee, which is pretty cheap.
$100 for this? This could sit inside a Saks for $500-600.
$100. $100 for a no-name Instagram brand chasing a fake aesthetic that isn't even luxury. It's fucking highway robbery. The levels of delusion rattling around in this man's hollow head are really staggering. This is his career now, betting on generic, trend-hopping brands with zero identity, thinking fake hype and your name value will magically print him money. I just love how he tosses it and crumples it to the side like literal fucking trash. Like, yeah, dude, I really believe in this brand. Let me just crumple it up and bury it in my stinky closet next to the rest of my failed investments. Nothing screams confident in a brand like treating it like a Goodwill donation.
People compare themselves to other people on social media who actually hate their life. And they're over here looking like they live a crazy life and they're so happy and this and that. And the next guy's depressed because he thinks that this guy's living a better life than him. But in reality, yeah, this guy looks great, but inside he's dying inside. So you gotta really focus on yourself and what your goal is, and never, ever, ever, and that's what I has on my phone, never look at the next man because you don't know what they're dealing with, no matter what it looks on the outside.
I'd say this is a good place to end here. It basically sums up Benjamin Kick's entire online life and his persona, a man addicted to flaunting spoiled riches. Strip away all of the brands, the money, the materialistic possessions he hoards, and tell me he actually looks in the mirror every single day when he wakes up and loves his life or even himself. Look at him. How would you love yourself? Exactly. You're just staring at a sad, bloated man-child who needs possessions to mask the emptiness inside.